Welcome back. In this episode, we're going to start with how to create a post, but first we'll go over the toolbar and what it does. As you can see, we're starting from the dashboard. If you're unfamiliar with logging in, please see the previous video on how to log in and out of your WordPress site. Click on Posts on the top left to see a list of your existing posts. I'll go over what each of the columns are later, but for now, we'll just ignore them. This software likes to duplicate the same commands all over the place. They all do the same thing. It's supposed to make it easier to learn. However, I find it confusing because I'm used to a button in a different location doing a different operation. At any rate, click on the Add New text that appears either beside the posts at the top of the lists here, or here below all posts, or here under the Add New and select Post. Once you click on any of these buttons, you'll be presented with a blank post like this. But before we do anything, I want you to expand your toolbar. You do this by clicking on this icon that I have no name for, because frankly I can't describe it. It looks like a panel of lights to me. When you click on it, as you can see, it gives you many more formatting options. Let's take a quick look at what these options do. First, if you hover your mouse over the icons, a tooltip will appear telling you what the button does. So let's experiment. For this purpose, I have some text that I'm going to paste into to apply the formatting to. We'll cover how to paste text in a little later in this video. So starting from the top left, we have bold. It works like any word processor. Highlight the word, click the button to see bold. Italic is the next one. Strike through is the next one. The next two are list items, a bulleted list or an ordered list. The items don't need to be in any particular order. You basically highlight the items you want to put into an ordered or unordered list and click on it, and it automatically adds the bullets in this case. Or if you switch to a numbered list, adds numbers. If you resequence the items, for example, if I move item 2 here up to the top, throw a return in here and clean it up a little bit, you'll note that item A has now become, in fact, the second position, and item B is the first one, yet the numbers have renumbered to stay in a chronological order. The next item on the list is the quote. It is used for block quotes. In other words, if you're quoting from someone else, if we highlight this particular paragraph here that I have set up as a quote and apply the style to it, as you can see, it indents it and turns it all into italic. This particular style is dictated by the theme that you're running and may change from theme to theme. We'll get into themes a little later in a later video. The next option is horizontal rule. Simply place your cursor on a line by itself and add the horizontal rule, and you'll see a faint horizontal rule. Again, the thickness of the rule and the darkness of it is based on the style that you're using. If for some reason you want to get rid of this now, what you would do is hover over it until you see this cursor, click, and hit delete. If you want to get rid of the extra line space that we've added in here, also hit delete. And since this has picked up the previous quote, just click on the block quote to turn it off. Basically, these all work as a toggle on or off. The next three items are flush left, center, and flush right. All pretty self-explanatory. The next two items are used to create hyperlinks to other text, pages, pictures, or websites within yours. Right now you can see they're grayed out, these two here. Sorry, these ones here. The way that they work is you highlight the text that you want to be a link, and you can see they become active. Click on the Insert Edit Link, and you're thrown into this pop-up. This text down here at the bottom may be collapsed, like so. If so, click on the small triangle that says or link to existing content, and you'll see a list of posts and pages within your site. Select the page that you want to link to. You can see it populates the top here, the URL and the title. Title is actually what's going to appear to your visitor if they hover over their link without actually clicking on it. and then click Add Link. So if I hover over this now, you can see it says Hello World because we didn't change the title. You can overtype the title. You can write in whatever you like. You can have it say opens in a new web page. Click here for further information. Here's some more information on relevant to this topic. Whatever you like, it makes no difference. It doesn't affect the link at all. To remove a link, again, highlight the text that is currently linked and click on Break Link. And you can see it's gone. And when I click off, these two now become unhighlighted because there's nothing selected. If you want to link to an outside page, again, select the text that you want to link to, click Insert Edit Link, and frankly, just type in the web address that you want to go to. I always recommend you put some kind of text in the title. It helps the user know that they're going some other place. And if you are going to a website that is not yours, it's considered good web etiquette to always open the link in a new window or tab. So check that. The reason for this is because is for two reasons. First of all, it's to make it simple for your visitor to stay on your site, and privacy settings do not propagate from site to site. So on your site, you may have relatively stringent privacy settings, basically saying something along the lines of you're not keeping any information from your visitors at all. But if you send them to another site and you don't open it in a new tab, they could misconstrue that to be, I'm still on this site and I read this guy's privacy policies and they're not keeping any information. However, the other site may be. So it's always considered good browser etiquette to open the link in a new window or tab, add link, and same thing, it's done. And if we hover over this now, you can see what I typed. Opens in a separate browser. Actually, it should say separate browser tab. Again, to remove it, highlight it, break link, and it's gone. The next icon looks like two solid lines with a dashed line in between. I like to call this the sandwich icon. This is actually the read more icon. It is used to shorten your articles so that you can see more articles on a page. Its intent is to make the first sentence or two enticing enough or informational enough that the user will want to click on the read more icon to see the rest of the text. To use it, you simply place your cursor where you feel a logical break in your article would be. So for example, if I think that this is well, let's just say right here, right in the middle of the text, and click on read more tag, it throws it in at the bottom. Actually, it will not do it in the middle of the text. As you can see, it will throw it at the bottom of the text. I'll demonstrate what this looks like, but you have to hit publish. I'm going to publish this article, and then I'm going to go to view it, and then go to your home, and you can see that the article has been reduced or shortened from your first paragraph with the continue reading button. When you continue it, you get the full article. Going back to your dashboard and back into your article. Again, we'll cover all this a little bit later. Starting on the next line, we have a drop-down menu with paragraph default, and as you can see, these are different styles: paragraph, address, pre, heading 1, 2, and 3. Heading 1, 2, and 3 is pretty straightforward. Pre stands for pre-formatted, which is used for monospaced courier font, primarily for reprinting computer code for computer blogs. An address, which is used only to identify the contact information of the author or owner of a document or article. It's interesting to note that all of these styles do double duty. They describe to a search engine the type of content, a heading or a paragraph or pre-formatted text or address, so on and so forth, but also describe to the browser how to display it. The underscore is self-explanatory. Select your text, hit the underscore button. This icon is for justify. The next icon is for color. Select your text, select the color that you want it to be, and it turns that color. The next button is the paste text button, which we'll cover in the next video. Erase formatting is good if you want to remove the formatting you've already applied. Note that sometimes it doesn't work. So for example, if I select my recession here and I click on erase formatting, that works. It removes color. I can do the same thing with weather. If I try entertainment, doesn't work for the strike through. If you want the strike through to disappear, you have to click on the strike through to get it gone. This character is for special characters. Basically, you click on it and you get a special character list. You get a nice little enlarged picture on the right hand side. Close it or click on the X to close this particular button. For example, I have 45, I'm missing the degree sign, so if I click where I want the degree sign to go, click on my special characters, select the degree sign here, it puts it in my text for me. The next two icons are indent to the left or indent to the right. Two after that are undo and redo. And the final button, the question mark, is a list of your keyboard shortcuts. If you do a lot of typing in WordPress, you'll find that the keyboard shortcuts can save you a lot of time. So that was a lot of information to cover. In the next episode, we'll get into how to start writing your post and how you should format it using the tools we've learned today. See you next time. Bye.